When people think of the movie Lion, they remember the heartwarming true story of a boy lost and then found, of modern technology reuniting families across continents. But buried in that feel-good headline is something far older, far deeper. This isn't just a story of a boy who got lost. It's about something we all feel, even if we've never boarded the wrong train. The ache of being exiled from our truest self, and longing to be seen, known, and called by name. Hello, I'm Kevin Harris, and I help people understand themselves by helping them understand the stories that resonate with them. We are all seeking to return home. Sometimes that home is a place, sometimes a person, sometimes a memory, but often it's a version of ourselves we fear we've lost. Lion is the story of Saru Brearley, a boy who falls asleep on a train and wakes up in another life. But it's not just a story about getting lost, it's about trying to find the way back, not just geographically, but spiritually, emotionally. It's about searching for identity and finding wholeness in a world that has split you in two. From the opening minutes, Saru's bond with his older brother Gudu grounds him in a childhood joy and survival. Watching them scavenge coal together reminded me of my own brother and the little adventures that we would go on, the thrill of being included, the joy of belonging. That bond is shattered the night Saru falls asleep in a train car. When he wakes, Gudu is gone, and so is his world, his family, his identity. That moment when he wakes up on a moving train is the beginning of a different kind of journey, a kind of hero's journey. And like all heroes, Saru has to die a little before he can be reborn. His adoption to an Australian family is a second life, but it's also a severing. His name is mistakenly changed. His language is lost.
Spoon.
His memories fade. And yet, he thrives. He has a new home, new parents, even a new brother.
This is Mantosh.
But the questions never fully go away. Who is he really? Where does he belong? And what is home? As an adult, we first see Saru submerged in water, isolated, floating, suspended between two worlds. It's a metaphor for his inner state, alive but unanchored, visible but unseen.
I'm adopted, I'm not really Indian.
He's loved, he's successful, but when a plate of sweets is passed around at a party, a simple Indian treat, it hits him like a tidal wave, and everything begins to unravel. Saru begins to push away those he loves.
I've never stopped you. I want to help.
I can't do this anymore.
He leaves his girlfriend, he quits his job, he becomes obsessed with the idea of tracing his steps back, using Google Earth like a digital form of pilgrimage. His search becomes a quiet, aching kind of madness, where in searching for his original family, he almost loses his current family.
Hey, Saru, mate, your mum's not,
Because to not know where you come from is to almost live in exile. And here's where Lion becomes more than just a personal story. It becomes our story. Most of us haven't been adopted across continents, but we've all been lost on some metaphorical train, disconnected from our past, from our true selves, from whatever we used to believe was sacred. We've taken on new titles and been adopted into new systems and cultures.
We just want to bow out in our privileged lives. It makes me sick. I have to find home. They need to know I'm okay.
Saru's story mirrors the biblical story of Joseph of Egypt, a child lost, thought dead, who returns years later in a different form. Joseph became royalty. Saru became Shrew, which in Hindi means lion, the king of the jungle. He had been spelling and pronouncing it wrong his whole life. Only his real mother knew his real name. How many of us have metaphorically forgotten our real names, our greatness, our power, our destiny? In Hindu mythology, the lion is sacred. It is not just a symbol of brute strength, but of divine authority, of protection, of spiritual courage. Narasimha, the fourth avatar of Lord Vishnu, is depicted with a human body and a lion's head. Narasimha represents the divine intervention to restore cosmic order, and Saru's life has become chaos. When Saru is shown crossing a bridge and glimpsing a shrine, It's not accidental. The bridge is a threshold, a liminal space between one identity and another, between forgetting and remembering, between the child he was and the man he is becoming. The shrine is of the goddess Durga, who rides a lion into battle, not because she needs its strength, but because it mirrors her own. She is the Divine Mother, fierce and nurturing, destroyer of evil and guardian of the innocent. Saru may have lost his mother, but Durga, the Divine Mother, from atop a lion, seems to have been watching over him. He may have felt abandoned, but the Divine wasn't absent. His journey through chaos, identity loss, and emotional fracture was protected by a deeper force, something ancient, something holy.
So you've come a long way, haven't you? And one day you'll tell me all about it. You tell me everything, who you are, everything. I'll always listen. Always.
Lion isn't just a name, it's who he is. A protector, a survivor, a seeker, a son. When Saru finally returns to his village and meets his mother, it's quiet, it's grounded, and it's heartbreaking. Because while he found her, Gudu is gone.
Gudu is no more. He is with God.
His brother died that same night. The night Saru fell asleep and the world changed. So this is not a full restoration, but it is a new birth. He has come home, though he has changed, not to erase the past, but to honor it, not to start over, but to finally be whole. He remembers his older brother, and we weep with him, not because it's sad, but because it's true. That is what home is.
I just want to say that I'm safe.
Not just a place on a map, but the intersection of past and present,
I'm safe and the questions have been answered.
memory and identity, loss and love.
I found her, but that doesn't change who you are.
It's where your name is known and spoken aloud.
I love you, Mum. So much.
And that is the meaning on the screen. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, thank you very much for subscribing and clicking the bell button, and we'll see you next time.